Okay. Am I live? I should be live. Awesome. All right. Hello, everyone. It's Georgia, and welcome to my little corner of. Welcome to my little corner of the internet, and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Make a Comic Live. In this episode, we're going to be writing and drawing page number 2 of this comic. So, I want to jump right in. Let's move that down. Hang on. I'm going to jump right in to add to stage. Is that it? That's it. Awesome. So what you got right here is my Word doc for the comic. Like I said, I just want to jump right in because I felt like last time it took me a minute to explain the series and kind of get to the point. So I wanted to move a little quicker. But the purpose of this live stream is to make a comic in real time and just go through the entire process from start to finish. So what you have here is my document that I basically started when I came up with this idea. And right now the working title is Monster Rogue. And I briefly talked about it in the last episode, but let's get into more detail about it now. So Monster Rogue is a fantasy slice of life comic about a young apprentice named, finally have a name for her, by the way, named Bo, with a capital B, who is finally allowed to take her first job with her monster companion. But both the job and her new weapon are disappointing. That's just like the quick blurb I have. Let me zoom in a bit. What I mentioned in the last episode was that this series is inspired by the Ranger's Apprentice fantasy novel book series as well as Pokemon. And I'm going for like a fantasy slice of life turned epic adventure, and still deciding on that, but it is my current idea for it. So basically, I want to show you this doc to talk about the writing phase, which is kind of where you start when you've got a new idea. This is just putting everything that comes to mind down, and of course, writing your script, which we'll get into in a second. Let's go through a little bit more about the story idea. So other things that inspired this are Ranger's Apprentice, Pokemon, Digimon, Assassin's Apprentice, that's another novel series, Revolutionary Girl Utena, that's an old anime. It's not a super strong inspiration, but for some reason it came to me at one point. And then Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? That's another one. Another anime series that kind of inspired this. But basically what you're seeing here is these are just my core ideas for the story, and I organized it a little bit better to be able to show you this. But really, to show you, kind of scroll through the doc, the writing process does not have to be so neat and perfect. And let's see, it's only now that I'm kind of organizing myself better, but here's like the comic scripted notes. And then if I scroll down further, I have like extra story notes, and you can see it's not organized. It's just me getting the words out as they come to me, because sometimes the inspiration just hits so fast that it feels like you can't write or type fast enough. All my notes, I just let them be messy, because it's not about being perfect. It's just about writing and not judging the idea, because you can always go back later and refine what you want. Like even here, you'll see like a lot of times I'm writing in bold. For some reason, that's a new thing I like to do. And then I have some different colors happening. So it's a messy process to start with. And then, I can clean it up later. So let's go back to the top here. Let's see. Yeah, so I just have my general notes for this. So the monster part is obviously the characters have pet monsters. And then the rogue part of the title are that rogues are like scouts, bodyguards, bounty hunters, thieves, spies, etc. They're more like freelancers depending on their expertise and moral compass, and not all have monster familiars. I got the idea for rogues from Dungeons and Dragons a little bit. I know that's like one of the character classes, but I wasn't going exactly with that, because I think in D&D rogues are usually thieves and spies or stuff. So no, they're like thieves and assassins or whatever. So this one's a little bit more overall, more generic. and not exactly like Dungeons and Dragons. But so here's the story idea. Let's go down to the script for page 2, because that's what we're going to be working on today. And here it is. And this is basically everything. And so this is usually how I write my scripts, which, like I said, is very messy and unformatted. And the important thing is that it makes sense to me. But for this, I'm going to clean it up a little bit and try to write it better to show you, or to give you some ideas of like how the final script can kind of look. And then, to recap as well, in the last episode, we did some character redesigning, and this is my main character, Bo. I have my tablet plugged in, don't I? Let's quickly. I just want to write her name. So this is. Oh, that's a different color. This is Bo with an O. I'm going to close this for now. And then this is her monster companion, Puri. I don't know why. I just went with that name. Something kind of adorable for a monster. So redrew them in the last episode. And but now we're going to actually draw some comic pages. So let's get into it. So this is page 2. What I'm going to do to clean it up is not italics. I want to underline that. I want to clarify what panel is which, who's speaking. And that's really all I'm going to do. I'm not going to get I'm not going to format it too much. There are better ways to format comic scripts, like a movie script or whatever. But in this case, we'll keep it pretty basic. So in panel 1, let's see. Wooden swords clash, pose 2-shot. That makes no sense, right? But really what I want to say is, let's clean that up. Let's say it's a 2. And so a 2-shot is like, it's a framing thing. Let me Google that real quick and show you. 2-shot, let's say medium close up almost. That's what it is. And I'm just going to put that in brackets. And then wooden swords clash between master and... I'm not going to rewrite all of it quite like this. I just figured organize this one. And so a 2-shot is a kind of camera angle. I have my tab here. Let's pull it up. 2-shot film. And so I just make notes for filming, or use film terminology for this. So a 2-shot is usually, as I think of it, it's a shot with 2 characters in it in the same frame, in essence. So that's what I went with here for this first panel. And then, so I have the panel written out, and then underneath it, I have the dialogue that's going to be in it, and then I go into the next panel. But this is my character's master speaking. Tao is her master, since she's an apprentice. And usually for the names and whoever's speaking, put it in all caps. And now I'm going to go into panel 2. Actually, panel 2. Maybe what to do is something like that, like break it up onto a new line, you know? I'll actually show you another comic script I'm working on where I'm using more, I guess, professional looking formatting. But like I said, since this is a personal project, I can just kind of do it however I want for myself. Actually, no, I want to leave them on the same line. That's easier to read. So this is a close-up shot. I'll just specify that. This is a close-up. I'm going to put that in brackets. And then this is Bo. I'm going to leave her name in all caps for this. Bo smirking. And then this is her speaking again. And then this is going to be panel 3. I'm not going to give that a specific shot. I don't know why. Sometimes I just put random things in brackets. It's not always the same thing. Let's say again, Bo, and that's Bo speaking again. And then this is, what I'll also do is take out some of the boldness, because I know that's a little hard to separate things. So let's say the panels, the headlines are in bold and the text is not in bold. That might help. Bold. That's not in bold. And so that kind of, you can format it however you want, right? Because if you're doing your own personal project, as long as it makes sense to you, it's fine. If you're writing for someone else, you probably have to be a lot more organized. Okay, that's bold, not bold. And that's another close-up. I'm going to put that in brackets for now. I'm usually just leaving it. And I'm going to make her name all caps again. And then this is panel 5. And again, going to make that not bold. So that's kind of one way to clean up the script, right? I'll show you quickly another comic script that I'm working on here. And so here it's a little bit more organized. It still needs some work, but like things are in bold, and then I'm just more concise and more descriptive in my text than I am for myself. I'll just scroll through this. I won't get into it too much because I want to go ahead and jump into redrawing some of page 2. So I'll just give you a sec to kind of look at that. This is a different idea. Oh, and then, well, I'll get into that another time. And there is some like terminology to use and learn for different scripts. Like here, for example, when you say off, it usually means like the person speaking is not in the frame. They're off frame or off screen if you're working in film. But anyway, so this is an example of me writing a script where I'm writing for someone else. So I have to be a lot neater, and it has to be written better in a sense. Also, like I mentioned in the last episode, it was like I've had this idea before. I had started Monster Rogue a little while ago, but just didn't get too far with it. So I do have some pages already drawn out and sketched, and I'm just going to be going back over most of them before getting into the newer pages. So page 2, for example, is already drawn. Technically, I need to go back and make changes to it, and that's what's going to happen in this video. So again, let's highlight page 2. Maybe I should zoom in more. Yeah, let's zoom in a little more. So let me also show you like how it compares from script to the final page. Actually, let's highlight this. So if you look at panel 1, where it's a medium close-up of the two characters fighting, this is what I wrote. And then over here, let's zoom in. Oh, this is how panel 1 turned out for me. That's way too zoomed in. Zoom in a little bit more. Gosh, trying to get this there. That's a little better. All right, so this is the first panel, right? Which I said it was like a 2-shot medium close-up, which is in essence what I came out with here. If you go back to what happens in panel 2, it's a close-up of of Bo smirking and saying her line. And so that's what's panel 2 over here. If you go to panel 3, say Bo posing, arm out, and then her monster, Puri, leaps out in front, and Puri should probably be all caps because that is a character. I won't capitalize it in her dialogue because I don't think it's necessary. So in panel 3, Bo shouts out a command for her monster to attack. And so that is panel 3 down here. Let's go to panel 4. In panel 4, I said it was a close-up, but it's not too much of one, but Tau is surprised, caught off guard. And so that's down here. This is more like a medium close-up, kind of a low-angle thing. And then panel 5, Puri fires a blast from its mouth. And that's this last panel here. So this is what we're working with today. Let's get into it. What I'm going to focus on first is redrawing Bo's hair because I've changed it. I was giving her this kind of fro look before, but for the redesign, I'm going with a shorter looking hairstyle. So I need to take some time and fix that. And that's what I'll be doing. It'll be pretty chill, not too much talking. So if you want to like go do some other stuff in the meantime while I finish that up, then come back. You can do that now. Yeah, so let's get it. Let me make sure, make sure I'm on camera. Not. That looks okay, right? Trying to make sure I don't get off focus. Maybe this is better. Okay. Sorry, just checking the stream. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. Let's again zoom in. So let's go back to. Okay, frame 2. Yeah, that's where I need to be. Okay, that's the layer I was working in. I'm gonna erase the hair. And I'm gonna fix their sticks too, but I won't get into that just yet. Make sure that's in black. Get the pencil tool. Okay. Oh, I finally found my undo button. So that was nice. I like how that looks. Let's see her like that. Man, that's basically it. Let me see. Did I give her any? I didn't give her any real like side hair. Maybe I should have. Bandana is wrapped behind her ears. Yeah. That's. I think I need to fix her head shape a little too. I don't like her head shape as much. I think I want to squeeze it in a little bit, you know? Let's see how that looks. Just want to shrink it in a bit more. Select. And then, obviously, the rest of her. Let's do that. Deselect, and it's nice. I'm glad I have this reference sheet. I can always go back and make sure drawing her properly. I feel like whoa, not what I wanted. I wanted the eraser. Wait. Oh, that was her hair. I don't need that anymore. Yeah, that was her old design. So I think for today I'll just focus on just the penciling, the drawing, not so much coloring. I mean, maybe I'll get into it, but I'm not sure yet. I think I want to move her neck in a bit more too. That's a little better, yeah? Okay. And then I want to redraw. I said that I want to redraw their sticks, their staffs. Because at first they were just going to be staffs, but I think it's better for them to be like wooden practice swords. Maybe. I won't think too hard on it now. Like I said, the focus is to just fix the hair. Yeah. Okay. Maybe she should have some hair in the back. Like comes. Yeah, because I mean, it's not like she's. Well, it depends. Like she could have. Let's just go back to the design real quick. Yeah, maybe some hair in the back. Yeah, it works better. I like it better. Okay, so let's. That looks terrible. Okay, I'm gonna erase some of these marks. Just want to erase, and what I want to do is that, just to get rid of those extra lines are there, but they're not going to show up once I hit that alpha. Is it like alpha lock or something? Anyway, once I hit that button, those extra lines that go outside the panel, they disappear. I want to get rid of them in general, but I can just hide them, right? So I'll do that. I'm still debating on. I should ink this. Oh, I just remembered another series this story was inspired by is called Wolfsbane Winter or something. It's a fantasy novel. I think it's standalone. But it's a lesbian fantasy novel. It's like, yeah, two women fall in love, but it's in that same medieval fantasy setting. Keep saying fantasy a lot. And so that also inspired it. Reading this. I think actually. Oh, I have the book up here. Actually, hold on. Take a minute. I have it. I mean, I'm not gonna pull it up, but Wolfsbane Winter. That's what it's called. It's by this author, Jane Fletcher. Found it by chance. I have not finished it, but that's another, like, just the whole fantasy. And it's like about a character who does like scouting and things like that. And so that was another thing that inspired this. So let's see. Yeah, it's like. Yeah, let's erase all that. It's all very sketchy. I didn't finish these pages. Okay. I might have to get on Google and just double check how to draw wooden swords. Actually, I'm wondering that's too. No, I like the length. I know it's a little weird looking, but it works for this. Or I should make it straighter. I'm gonna make it straighter. That's what's missing for me. Let's fix that. I'm just gonna hand draw it. Make it straight like that. It's just like a basic, like that. Because Bo, my character here, she wants a sword, but she doesn't get one. I'll just tell you that much. You'll find out in some of the later pages the kind of weapon she does get that she's so disappointed in. But yeah. I mean, they practice with swords. I'm gonna give her a different set of weapons. Ideally, I mean, it depends on how far the story goes. But yeah, I feel like I kind of want to give it a 3D shape here. I think that would work. It's terrible. Let's drop that down. Okay, yeah, so you know what? I do want to go in and redraw all the panels, like there's things to fix and everything, but I think I'm gonna jump. Like I said, I want to fix her hair first, so let me jump ahead and do that first. That's the next frame. So I always got to double check the frame I'm going to be drawing in. Let's erase that, or turn on the eraser. Tighten that up. Take out that because that was her hair, but that's not gonna go there. I think, yeah, I guess she has a little bit of a sideburn here, so that's gonna come up like that. The thing I always try to do is keep my character designs super simple. One, because I'm not that great of an artist, and also because I'm gonna be drawing them over and over again. I want to make it doable. But yeah, I'm not I'm not gonna be trying like complicated, like cool shiny armor for her and stuff. And okay, yeah. So let's see. Double checking. Where does her hair? It comes up like that. Just making sure I get that length right. Nope, it's a bit like that. Should I round it out more? Yeah, sure. I think, yeah, round it out more. Let's erase that. just clean those edges. Oh, all these scratchy marks I want to just fix. I want to make her head a little. I'm going to do this outside instead. Yeah, I feel like her neck is too thick. Neck too thick? I feel like your neck's a little too thick. I'm gonna like bring it like there. Do that. Which is not like great anatomy. I could move like this whole side of her head in. Actually, that's okay. I'll leave it for now. And then I'll just clean up the lines there a little bit. It's still not perfect, but it will do. Yeah, it's all still scratchy. I still wonder if I should try inking because I hate inking because it always feels like my drawings become lifeless and just lifeless and stiff once I ink them. But the pencil sketch is like, it's like the energy I'm going for. And so what I normally like to do is just clean up my pencil lines and not ink, but I'm still wondering if I should do that. Because sometimes the pencil, it's not thick enough. But we'll see. Just gonna go over her hair. I don't want to do it like that a little bit. Yeah, that's better-ish. Clean up the ear. Yeah, clean up her eyebrows. All right. Okay, there's that. It's not perfect, but in fact, her neck, I think the neck should be here because that tangent line there doesn't work. Is that right? Well, then if that's the case, I should have moved. Good question. I don't. In that case, this should be moved back to under her ear, and that should be like under her chin. Tidy that up. She looks like she has a bit of a goatee there. Yeah. Oi. Let's clean. Alright. Clean the inside here. Alright, let's go with that. Just wonder if the lines are too... Yeah, it's like the pencil lines are too thin. Oh, maybe I should... Alright, let's go down here. Frame 3. Okay, so I drew them both on the same layer. That's fine. I have to redraw Pretty's wings because I redesigned them. Okay, just double checking that's the layer I'm in. All right, let's erase the hair. I have to redraw the wings and I'm gonna try and finish up the speed lines a little better. Down. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna draw her thing first. And then let's do that. Nope, that's not it. Nope, I don't like that. Let's see. Nope, still don't like that. It's a little cartoony back here, so it doesn't have to be like perfect there. That's better. And make sure those are connected. And that middle one and too good. Nope, I don't like how that looks. Let's redraw it. That's why. That first one. See, I feel like I have to like redraw it each time and get it all in one go, which is ridiculous, but let's widen that out. Okay. Nope. Undo that. Still feels kind of stiff. Meh. Like, hold on, compared to the... I mean, that first one... I'm just being a perfectionist now. I'm being really anal about it, which is unnecessary. I don't like how that looks. Why is this bothering me? Just don't be a perfectionist in your art. It slows you down too much, and that don't worry about. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it's not going to look exactly the same every time. Let's clean that up a little bit. Okay, let's try that again. Just do that. There. That's more of what I want. Because she's kind of at a distance, so it doesn't need to be, that detailed. Okay, let's make sure that's all the way it should look. Yeah, now let's clean up. Oh, I had to zoom in a bit more there to clean up. I'm gonna redraw her mouth. It's touching the bottom too much. Let's make sure the internet hasn't shut off. Now that's off center. Anyway, let's see. More like that, Okay. Let's clean that. Let's clean that up. That's like too bold. Yeah, because I need to kind of rework the outfit. Her outfits a little bit, and her eyes are not the same size. This one I like better than the other one, so let's... that, and then just darken it. All right. All right, and that pretty much does it for redrawing her hair, mostly. Let's just erase some of these things here. Redraw her all around. Take that out. Okay. Hand gets a bit covered anyway by the wing. It's probably going to be cut off even more once I redraw it. There's all that stuff. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. I'll go back in and actually redraw everything better. So I'm not wearing gloves. Need to redraw her staff. I mean, I can basically start redrawing stuff now. Yeah, everything in here is fine for the most part. All right, let's start. Yeah, I guess I can get into the redrawing part. Let's save. Always remember to save. I think that should be kind of out. Let's shorten the staff. I need to redraw her fist, of course. Let's do this, cut it off. Yeah. Let's see if I can remember how to draw hands for this stuff. Actually, make that narrower, even. Like that. You can't really see it because it gets covered by the hands, but I'll get in there and erase it out a little bit. Can't really see what's happening here. Just gonna. Yeah, I need to make the thumb bigger too. Like that. Actually, kind of like that. Oops. Yeah, it's coming together, sort of. This is like in the distance, so it doesn't have to be perfectly detailed, you know? Erase those. I think your sword will be off screen, which is okay, because it's not, can't see it now. That's off. Look, if I hide that, it gets taken off anyway, so it's all right. That's not perfectly seen. No, I'm gonna leave it at the length it is. Let's see. Yeah, nope, I don't like that. The handle looks too flimsy and it just looks terrible. I don't like that. So let's thicken it out. Or shrink it down. Do that. It's off center. Actually, that should be how it looks. That's how it should look. It does look a bit bigger than her hand. Anyway, her hand looks small by comparison. So I'm gonna leave that alone for now. So I wanted to kind of redraw this is kind of like her training outfit. It's not the outfit I redesigned in the other image. She's not wearing that yet. So I mean, maybe the pants she's wearing, but not the top. The top's a little different this time for this scene. This is just kind of like a ugly throwaway shirt. So one thing I was going to add to it was a little stitch mark here. Undo, that looks terrible. Down. All right. Oh wow, it's already been an hour. It doesn't feel like it. Jeez, that's wild. In fact, her cheek should be hidden by her shirt. I'll do that for this. Do some of that. I kind of like that mark there. Kind of indicate a little bit of folds there. I do not know anything about how to draw proper clothing folds. I'm just sort of improvising. But no, undo that real quick because this too is I kind of like. These are just like extra stroke marks, but I kind of like them. They're like sort of like folds. They weren't meant to be, but I'm kind of using them to make my folds in her clothing, which is kind of helpful. I mean, maybe they were supposed to be loose indicators, but I'm kind of going to go with them. And then I'm just going to erase some of this other stuff here. Don't need extra marks. And these are probably the best looking folds I'll ever draw for the rest of this project. Let's see. Just kind of clean up lines here a little bit. All right, that's better. Let me just check the stream real quick. Nope, good. Okay, save. Don't want to lose any of this. Oh, it would be horrible. I was thinking of like that, just drawing those seams in her pants. They might not be necessary because I think they kind of disappear anyway. I am redrawing the panels. You know, I might go ahead and jump in and redraw the bat wings while I'm here. So yeah, these wings are not as good. So let me see, what can I do? Yeah, so let's minimize that. Let's open up a Google search, and I was referencing bat wings or a bat flying. And I'm thinking of actually maybe bat flying would be better. So I saw one image earlier. It's kind of like the angle is right. Maybe it was that one. Excuse me. All right. Oh gosh. So references. This one, that looks more like an L. No, that's a bat, huh? But I kind of like that because I feel like that's most accurate to what I'm going with. Can I zoom out a little bit? Yeah, that's more accurate, and also probably means I don't have to. I might be able to draw in there. Okay, so let's do that. So let's redraw the wings. You know what? I wish I had. Where the speed lines. Yeah, so let me take out the speed lines for now. And what I am going to do is draw this character on their own layer too. That way I can make all the changes I want and not mess up the other drawing. Just going to carefully cut around and grab the rest of it. I'm just going to do a cut sharp. And then I'm just going to paste. And that gives me a new layer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Deselect. I'm going to rename this layer lines, just so I know. I don't normally name my layers, which is terrible because that would help me keep better track of them, but it's okay. So see, I can erase all that and not accidentally erase Bo in the background, taking that out because Parade actually doesn't have feet. Need to change that. And I'm gonna leave that wing for now until I actually go in and fix it. Okay, so the wings, pretty straightforward. It's just, it doesn't even draw the whole thing. So give me that. I'm gonna draw. I'm just, yeah, see it. You can't even see the rest of it, but let's see. I'm gonna draw it, and then the wings kind of stretch. No, too sharp. Like that. Just like, yeah. Yeah, they kind of like Batman. Mm-hmm. Do that a little bit. What I'll do is kind of fold it like that, maybe. Yeah. There is a bit of a vein happening there, huh? Or like the arms, in essence. Which I'm not going to get into because Krita doesn't, it's not exactly their design, but let's do, oh yeah, it's like a slight fold in the wings. Let's do that. Anyway, so let's draw the other wing. That was quick. Basically, I'm going to draw at the bottom because the thing there was wrong. All right. Nope. Where's the thing? No. I just want to make sure I write it in the same spot. So it kind of arches out like that. Basically, it's kind of like it arches to a point, and there's like where the, but you don't see that because it goes off panel, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But it instance curves. But then so it arches, but then there's a fold in there. It might be hard to see just from the having these two windows on the screen. But undo that real quick. So that's like a fold in the top part of the wings. It's like a little bit of foreshortening. And then from there, the wing is underneath here. It's like a hood. And then does that. That's way better than the crap I had before. So there's that. Yeah, that's. Let's erase some of like their furs in the way a little bit. But in essence, there's that. Yeah, I like Priest fur for the most part. there's a little bit of, I'm not gonna copy it exactly, but there's a little bit of, let me double check. There's some like lines in the wings. Yeah, it's like a parachute. Okay, so like the line, basically the lines go to the points. The points here. So line here, but you can't see the other one. Oh, here. You can't really see it on this wing, but because that point's in there, it goes up. Interesting. There's all these little veins on there. I might take that. I might take this off because it looks like another fold, and that's not really what it is. I'm gonna leave that as it is. Yep. The arm stretches back, and oh, it's more of an arch. So I messed that up a little bit. I mean, I messed that up a little more. It's like nope. Like that almost. Yeah, no, feels a bit heavy. It's like a better looking arc. It's not to be perfect. Again, this is where I'm just doing a little bit too much perfectionism. That's just not necessary. More like that. Okay, let's fix up eyes. Make that a little bit. Yep, and I like Puri's little. When I drew it over here, I just did like squiggles, but yeah, I could get a little more detailed with it, right? Because it's close up. That's pretty much all I needed from the bat at this point. Yeah, that's all I need from the bat reference for now. I'm actually looking forward to drawing some of the other monsters, because that's, I mean, the fun thing about drawing monsters is you just reference real animals. So, I'm looking forward to doing that and need to draw animals. I don't draw them enough for sure. Let's clean that up a little bit. Erase just some of these extraneous lines. Erase just that. Oh, sorry. It's kind of nice that these a lot of the pages I do have already sketched out a lot like this. Some are more definitely, they're all fairly incomplete for the most part, but that kind of helps move things along for the live stream for the most part, like at least with things already drawn, you can kind of see how it's sort of coming together. And then later on, future pages, which I will have to create from scratch, that'll be the next, like, whole other part of the process. But this kind of helps like get things started, and at least you have something to look at, so it's not super boring, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, just gonna do that. And so the speed lines, I'm gonna do that last. Because I had to figure out how I want to do them. So I'll show you quickly. The speed lines I had, I used this X as my vanishing point, in essence, for all of them to converge to. And so I have them here. I'm not going to make them anything. Ooh, don't knock that. I don't want to make them like perfectly straight, like, manga speed lines. I like the idea of them being a little bit loose. And I just actually bought a comic this weekend, and I liked how the artist did their speed lines. They weren't perfectly straight. It was a little more freehand, and I think I want to try that. Actually, the trick with speed lines, which I need to do, is actually move them underneath the character. But it's hard to see right now. Yeah, you can't tell. There's no difference for now. But the speed lines, let me also name them. Speed lines. Yeah. So, I'm gonna make my speed lines a little more freehand, I think. Also, what you can see here is in this layer, I'm also figuring out the word balloon placement, because that's important too. You got to also know where your word balloons are going to be, so it doesn't cover up the important parts of your image. I'll get into that in a minute. I think I have a layer for my word balloons, don't I? No, I don't. Template? Oh, why do I have these layers? I guess they're visible, so I wasn't doing anything with them. Okay, that's fine. The speed lines. Okay, but yeah, that's the speed line stuff. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. I'm gonna go back up to the. Excuse me. Go back up to finish talking. I need to redraw their swords. So let's go back to the first panel. Let me see. Was there anything I want to do on that? Yeah, there's stuff I gotta do on the last panels for sure. So I'll try to keep things quick on this first panel. All right. I want to redraw. I'm gonna erase that. Yeah, that's better. Drew her hand like that. Okay, well, that's gross, but let's see this. I used a reference image for this, and I'm trying to remember. And so yeah, here we're gonna draw Bo's master. Her name is Tau, Tau, or you kind of saw that in the doc part. Haven't done a reference sheet for her. I'll have to do that. But erase that. And I don't like how her thumb looks here. Looks weird. So I may have to do a reference sheet. I have to do a reference sheet for a couple other characters who show up in this particular story. Figure that out. A lot of sketch marks here. I used a reference for this. I might go pull it up just to get the hand right, like the hand position as well as the sword handle looking better. But let's see. Do that. This probably isn't the best. I probably have to redraw the hands anyway. But I don't like how that first finger looks either. No, I think they should all be even. Do that. And that last finger is too. Let me just grab this, move it in. Yeah, I gotta I'm gonna have to use the reference to deselect. I have to use my reference for that. Did I save it or download it? Oops, undo. I mean to erase that. Her hand looks weird. Kind of. That's freaking weird, dude. Wait, that's basically the handle, and this needs to actually be longer. Bigger. That's about where I want it to be. Just want to get the size right. That's okay. I'm going to let that. It might be a bit uneven, but I'm going to leave that because now I want to get the handle drawn. It's a long handle compared to bows. Actually, maybe I'll get lucky here. The handle will cover the rest of her hand. Do that. And then that's her other hand right here, and that's like that. And then erase all it. No, what? All my brushes. Erase all this stuff here. It's a little bit clear what I'm looking at. Oops. Okay. They're both wearing, in essence, the might even need to redesign Tao a little bit. And I like how her arm came out, at least. Looks very muscular. Okay, that looks... I need to press on. Do that, and then that's her. I think that's right. Yeah. That. And then let's erase the stuff inside. All these guidelines. Don't need them. They're messy. Actually, I'm going to leave that for a sec because I might use that to reference for her sleeve. Hang on. It's just as a reference point for her sleeve. Do that. Whoop. Kind of like no, I almost had it. Okay, kind of. You know. Is that how it should be? I'm not even sure. We'll go with that for now. Okay, let's get her face drawn properly. I mean, I started on it. Nope. That's her other eye. Let's do that. And like that. Whoop. Let's draw her hair. Kind of hidden behind the sword, and then yeah, her hair, I imagine it. She's kind of inspired by, I think, Kamina for me from Gurren Lagann. I haven't seen that whole anime, but I'm assuming the personality is what I'm thinking it is. And I did not mean for the hair to kind of look like his, but maybe it does. I think it, but she's kind of like Kamina, just very like cocky, boisterous type of personality. I need to erase this possibly. That hand looks weird. So that's what I was going with for her. I'm gonna have to redraw that hand most likely, and redraw her hair. Mm-hmm. A lot of stray marks here. Not thrilled about that. Mm-hmm. That was just something else. Let's zoom in on her a little bit more. I think I messed up on the eyes. I thought these simple eyes would be easier to draw, but they might be harder, especially at like a specific angle, But that's just me. Take the stray marks out because it's not needed. I was thinking about going back and rereading Ranger's Apprentice again just to like get some inspiration. And just refamiliarize myself with it. But I'm not sure. I had those books. I think they're at my mom's house though, or I don't know if they got packed away. But it would be a fun refresher to go back and reread that series. I got several of the books, several of them, and then the rest I like started borrowing them from the library because I didn't bring them all with me. But it might be fun. Or I'll just go to the library and check them out again instead of, because I don't want to buy new books. I finally decluttered my room a lot this year, and it's so much better. So I'm hesitant to like keep adding stuff, especially my bookshelf. It's not huge, so library books are like kind of the way to like keep up with my book addiction, but not really give into it. I need to redraw. So this is what's happening here. Is that right? No, that's not right at all. What am I doing here? It's kind of like that. Right? Like that. Okay. That's not it. So her sleeve is like here. Like that. That's what's missing. And that helps separate her clothes from her body a little better. I wonder if... Yeah, I'm not sure about that. This gonna work? I'm gonna try that for a second. If not, I'm gonna undo it. Just trying to create some more space. Nah, I'm gonna leave it the way I had it. I wasn't sure if it was accurate or not. I'm gonna leave that. Maybe I don't like how that looks. It just doesn't look right. No. It's like imagine like that maybe. That's what I did. All right, I made notes for the points I wanted to make sure I covered. And so far I'm sticking to them just to help me like stay organized so this presents better. All right, let's redraw the sword for Tau, which is it's just gonna be flat. Yeah, it's flat facing. Same with that diamond shape. I don't need it to be that long, right? It's just a practice one, so let's do that. I was worried I wasn't getting the angle right. I think we're okay. Let's just draw through her hair so I can get that right. I don't like that. Clean that out. Clean that out. Okay. It's trying to like angle myself to draw properly and just cut through here. Actually, I see what I did wrong here. Like, that's correct. That's correct. This needs to come up. So, going to grab that whole line. Like that. That's about on par with the others. Let's erase the lines I drew through here. I don't like how her hair looks anymore. Hang on, revisit it. I need to bring it down. I think it's sitting too high off her head. Just this top part. I'm just gonna bring it down like that. That's better. I think. Deselect. Yes, I will not worry about that. As far as I know, my computer is not infected. Do that, and then yeah, some of that got. Yeah. Nope. Undo. Make that brush size smaller for the eraser. Taking that off. Okay, for the it's flat. So what I need to do for the sword is, since it's facing down, the 3D part of it needs to go like that. Go across. Go across. That looks good. Go across. And go across. It's all consistent. Okay. Ugh. Move that over. Okay, erase that. Extra marks. Erase that. And that's better. Again. My ear. And I have to redraw some things. Maybe I'll do that off screen because they're small, so I won't get into it too much here. I want to for sure hit the other panels and the speed lines before the end of this live stream. Okay. I probably drew. I will revisit that. I'll revisit this to make sure. I wonder if I should like that, and then like that. The swords clashing. Just have a little effect. Does it have to be? Had it. Nope. Had it like Nope. Sure. Just fill that in. Like that. That's a little messy, but that's fine. Save. Always remember to save. Just erase a couple things here. I'm going to move this along to the bottom panels, and then I'll go back on speed lines. I will draw something a little new. No, wait. Got to fix the mouth here. And this is Tao's line. No, no, I don't like that. Had it like here. Okay. Like that. Okay. Do that. Ooh, erase some of that. Go. And basically do the same thing here, which is draw her tongue and her teeth. Or I might just draw. Huh? Might just do that. Should I give her teeth? Should I draw her teeth? Yeah, let's give her some teeth, and that's then the same thing here with bow. Mm-hmm. And I want to bow the eyes. Let's do that. Go in there. All right, yeah, let's move on to the bottom panels, and then I'll come back up to the top, because I do need to actually finish these. These are not done. I'm going to draw that as is and see how that goes. Okay, close frame. All right, close all these frames, dude. Okay, that's 4, but we're going to do frame 5. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, no, it looks awful. Okay. Yep, good question. I gotta probably find some reference images, because it's kind of a low angle, so we're seeing under the chin. So, eyes there. More like an angry shotgun. Nope. No, that was weird. Yeah, I have to look at a reference real quick, because there's that, and then there's that. Let's erase some of these. No. Actually, the ear's not that bad. I don't know, fix that up a little, but you know what's wrong with it? Her head is too big for my liking. It needs to shrink a little bit. Like, compare it a bit more like that, like in proportion to her body. I think that's what's kind of bugging me about that. Ooh. Mm-hmm. It's messy. Messy lines. And then same thing, she's got the X little stitch in her shirt. I'm not sure. I like this. I like most of them. And I think like I'm gonna do that for shadow under her chest, maybe. It looks weird. Just do this. Make her a little bit. She's kind of I'm looking for John because she's kind of tall and she's muscular-ish, like athletic kind of build. She's not just like a slender, skinny chick. She got muscle, not like crazy muscle, but she's definitely got curves and bulk to her, which will be fun to draw. Do I do that? I mean, that worked. No, there's like a mustache up in there. Oh, not what I want. On the eraser. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sit the way it is. I might need to double check the anatomy and the look of it, but we'll see. I'm not happy with it. Actually, no, that's not the right place for those folds. Go there. It should actually be. Yeah, I'm gonna erase that. It's okay. I mean to erase it completely, but I like that. Okay, I want to come up here with her sleeve. Let's erase that a lot. So, like that. That looks weird. You know why it looks weird? Because the sleeve is coming down too far, I think, compared to the other one. So, I'm gonna do like this. That's better-ish. And then this. Hopefully do well enough with this page, you can just move on to the next page in the next live stream. That's the plan, at least. And then, wait, Just want to get the anatomy kind of right. Oh, I think when you stretch your arm like that, you got these. Is that right? I don't even know. I have to see. What does that look like when you stretch your arm? Kind of got like a. I mean, you got some muscle happening there. Just let's do that. It's like a dip in your arm. I don't know. That's probably not accurate. Let's clean those lines up. And no, that arm needs to come up. So I'm going to take that and grab it. Shoop. I wonder if I should rotate it and then just drag it up like that. Because it kind, it's got to match up with this arm, and it's not. It was too wide. Let's do that, and then stretch that up. And let's deselect, and then let's erase that because it's behind the sword. And what I'll do, or let's take this out. I'll make this part come up a little bit more, because she has make her shoulders a little bit broader. Just pull that up. I think I'm gonna rotate it a bit. Yeah, and then just stretch that like so, and rotate a bit more. I think that'll work. Let's see. Yeah, that works. I don't have to redraw everything. But yeah, I just got a deltoid muscle happening here. And then her arm. Do that. How are we doing? Oh man, it's more than an hour and a half. Moving along. This is good. Man, time's going by fast, which is good. It means it's fun. It's fun enough that I'm not noticing. Or I'm taking too long. I don't know. Let's quickly hide that so I can see how that looks. What that needs to look like, actually, is maybe more kind of... No, I think I just drew the same thing, didn't I? This should be coming over it. La, 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 la. Yeah. Now it's to do her hand. Let's go do her hand. Here. Wait, where's her hand? Maybe draw No, that looks ridiculous. It's just a fist, which is easy to do. It's a big ass fist, though. No, that was just a sketch. That looks terrible. Her fist looks horrible here. I'm gonna shrink. I might actually take it and I'm just gonna bring it in. And it's not. I'm gonna totally redraw it, but I want to bring it in. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Undo or deselect. Let's. It doesn't look right anyway, so let's fix that. Like there. And then your hands like that. I gotta just... Take that off. Actually, I should do like that because I didn't like her. That's better, actually. It's better-ish. Let's take this out. Maybe I'm holding it with her hands. She's kind of holding it. Maybe the fist should be down. I'm trying to think of where the... Man, that's just a weird hand position, period, you know? Let's erase it. It's bugging me. I might have just drawn the hand wrong altogether. Like, it should actually be, like, facing her. So, really, it should be like that. See, it's the back of her hand versus the top part of her knuckles. And so, it's actually easier to draw, too. Hang on. A little bit easier to draw, I think. So, draw. That's too much. How do that. And then... In fact, this is how it should be. I drew that hand wrong. That's why I'm fixing it. It looks better-ish that way. Alright. Nope. And then... like that instead. I want her wrist to be a little bit thicker than what I got, like that. No. I'm going with that for now. The sword's quite long. It's not that long. Sorry, I'm mumbling to myself. It's not important. It's not great, but it's not great, but I'm gonna. It's okay. Like some things, I'm just like, it's not perfect, but I just want to leave it and not get stuck on it. Either fix it later. Okay, her hand looks broken there. Fix it later, or just let it be imperfect. No, what's happening? Okay, that's not it. I think. No, that's not it. Let's do that, and now that's better. Just want to clean that line up. Yeah, and then that just looks... I wonder if I should give Tahu gloves. She'll look cool with some... like some hand gloves, fingerless hand gloves. Yeah. Now for the sword, this side that's pointing up is here. Okay, I just want to clean up those lines. I keep jumping back and forth between drawing and erasing. Let's do that. Clean that up. All right, now what's gonna happen here is, I think like that. Yeah, that's probably how it should look. This is the front. How long is it? I made that long enough. Is that right? It's kind of like that. And then the sword part should be... Actually, hang on. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want to erase that. That's like the underside. All right, won't go too much longer. Maybe I will kind of cut it short. I mean, before I was trying to keep these live streams at about a good hour, but I mean, we're definitely in the 2-hour territory, and I kind of want to keep it at that. That's so long. No one's gonna sit and watch the entire 2-hour video, but figured, yeah, knock it off at 2 hours. Cap it at 2 hours, I should say. But yeah, let's draw. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's save. And I'm gonna do the same thing, like the same speed lines, like free-handed ones. Once I figure that out, I'll come back to it. I don't want to erase that. Let's just clean that up, and then also give that a. I probably didn't draw enough of a handle, a 3D look for the handle. Like this. Like this should be like. It's all on the same side. Let's see. Oh, why am I drawing there? I can't see it on the wrong layer. Let's quickly jump back up to frame 2, the first panel. Where? There's the thing. So, like that. And give me the eraser on this. Make it really thin. I just want to erase, create a gap here. Because the handle should look kind of as 3D. In fact, nope. I'm going to just erase it all. And make that handle bit a bit wider. Like there even. I mean, or it's round. So I'm just doing it wrong. But I'm okay with it being square too. Let's take this off. There. And then like that. Possibly. I mean, it should be a cylindrical handle. I might redraw that. We'll go with that for now. Let's jump to the last panel and draw pretty a bit more because I like drawing this little guy. Which one is that? What's this? Okay, I guess I was going to put something there, and I did not. Weird. I might just delete that. Yeah, I might have accidentally created that layer or something. All right, let's erase his feet, because he doesn't have feet. Oh, I'm going to draw some new wings on him, so I'll probably pull up a reference again. Let's see. It's a little circle. It's pretty easy to draw, and then his mouth. His mouth kind of comes like that. Kind of this little fuzzy thing. You can kind of hide it. I mean, it's like this big glowing energy ball, so it doesn't have to be. All right. Is it little? How did I draw? I'm trying to make sure I'm drawing the fur consistently. Okay, I'll do that. Now, I think it'll be cool to draw. It'll be fun to draw his wings differently for sure. Let's draw that fire. Well, it's not a fireball. It's just an energy blast ball. Let's have it do that. Okay. Now it should be kind of, yeah, it should be rounded like that. It's also just a big circle on its own. Like that. If you can see that my screen is starting to turn orange, because I always, at 10 o'clock, I set the light to go from blue to a warmer. Apparently that's supposed to be better for your eyes. So the screen's turning orange. And then let's erase some of these circle lines. Just a few. Let's do a layer. Yeah. That'll also have a speed line. Maybe that's why I added that extra layer in there. You know what? Maybe I should go to my settings and turn off my settings. Let me go to my settings and turn this off. It's too orange. It's probably not fun to look at. Alright, just go to settings. Give me 1 second. Let me quickly save. Sorry, quick technicality here. See, nightlight. Just take that off for now. Minimize that. And I'll set it back before I go to bed because I'm old. Let's erase some of. So praise mouth. Ooh, hold on. Erase that inside. Erase some of these circle bits in here. Like even erase some of the lines, because like it's so bright, the blast. Like you can erase some lines, have gaps between things, you know. Let's erase that circle. Erase some of the circle. I keep repeating myself. Really, it's just like the circle's the guide, and the fur is supposed to indicate his shape more so. That's just speed lines from the other panel. It's not important. So, and then I'll erase some of that. Let's go in and let's see. Give him more bigger fur chunks. Erase some of that. If I'm doing that right, unless I need to draw his fur a little. I'm trying to look at how I drew it up above. It all kind of goes in. Well, it's all going in the same direction because he's flying in the same direction. Should I draw it? Some of it coming like that. I think some of it coming forward. I just don't want too many lines, you know. I don't want it to look all scraggly. He should be like soft fur. He's like a plushie. Do that, and then just erase some of these extra squiggles. Just to kind of needs bigger clumps of strands and fur. It's not a bunch of tiny hairs, you know. I'll go with that for now. Probably still need to touch it up differently. I really want to draw the wings. So we'll do that. And then, oh gosh, I mean, I want to do the speed lines a bit better, but maybe we'll cap out after I draw his wings. And I don't like the direction that's going, so I'm going to put it back the way I had it. Erase some of that. Erase some of that. Do that. No, I can do I'll figure out this. I think I want to think about the speed lines a little bit more. Revisit the comic I got and just study how they did it, and then see what I want to do. You know why? Is that too many? Erase on that. Be interesting to shade him, and you know what's missing? He should be. His shape is getting lost a bit. Maybe some of that. Maybe some of that. Erase that. Oh, he has little teeth. I mean, it's the way I drew him in later panels. I wonder if he should have, like... Okay, so that's, like, behind the thing. But he's got little teeth. Like that. That looks confusing. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't look right. Internet's still going. Hopefully it's not messing up. Stream's still going. Sweet. Okay, always just worried about it shutting down because it has happened too many times before. I think like that, and then his hairs. Oh, it's too spiky. Like that. Actually, it's more lines than that's what's missing. Something like that. Do that for now. Actually, want to erase some of that. Yeah, like that either. Okay, do that. And then he has teeth. His little teeth in his mouth. Which you'll see clearly in a different page. And here you're not going to see them as much. In fact, I'm going to take that whole blast. Zip. Grab it. Take the wings. Take that. And I'm going to rotate it a little bit because I feel like it's like that. Oh, too much. More like that. Deselect. Come back to the brush. He's got his teeth. He's got just 3 little teeth in there. I wonder if the tooth should come like that. Like that more. And then just, where was I drawing him here? Yeah. Oh, what's this? Erase that. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that for now. Save. And let's redraw his wings. So, gonna minimize that. All right. So the way these wings look, let's save it if I didn't save it yet. They're kind of like fold in, like he's trying to like break mid-air. So they're gonna fold a certain way, kind of like this, and fold more like this, except actually more like that, just flipped. But yeah, they fold in. So that's what I'm gonna do. That actually might end up covering. Actually, I like that. Let me see if there's any one where they're more upright. Ah, come on. Oh, there. Yeah, close. I'm going to come back to that one, if that's about right. If I could find going in the same direction. I mean, or I could just do the same similar poses before, but I think like this one. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, he has to like fold his wings down to spit his blast. So we'll do that. Make sure I saved it again. So what happens? Maybe I'll draw them on a different layer for now, so I can always fix it. You see that? Where is his? that's kind of where it is. And so, wait. Behind that. Okay, see, that's the wing. It's hidden a bit. So, I don't know if I'm going to give it that little claw there, but that's a good point. And then there's the bones kind of stretching out, which I do want to. Well, you can kind of see the arm in there, which is cool. Cool, and that's gonna learn a lot about bats, I'm sure, by the end of this live stream series. So let's do that. Let's bring him back. It's a little tangent, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's do the next where his arm is more like coming down, just coming down straight. So it mostly gets hidden behind, which is fine. It's there. It's just hidden behind the blast, but I'm okay with that. I can kind of see where I was going with it, like that. What I can do with this layer is even drop the transparency. You can see it. Now I see what I'm working with. Okay. Let's see. There's a little bit of a fold. It's like a triangular, very thin triangular fold. Like that. Because that little claw comes there. But this is the point. This is a point here. Doing like that. Damn it. That's what it. Coming back. And then that's where like that. And then just draw some of the other. Oh, here, see the bone. It all centers from this point. That. And even back here, I'd say it centers to that point. So it's good to just have it drawn, even though it's going to disappear. And then he's got these wings. I think they're like veins, or they're bones. All this little web of other stuff, which I kind of drew. Which, like, see, I kind of indicated it here in the redesign. So I'm basically going to do the same thing here. It's like a checkerboard. That's how I'm going to approach it. Yeah, got a plan to. Anyway, like this doesn't even show up. Well, even here. Wait, what was this? This doesn't even show because it's hidden behind the blast, but that's okay. What was I drawing? It's kind of these little veins. Just like little checkers. Again, it's not going to show up, but it's good to just have it. Just like that or something for now. That's fine. I'm going to probably take out that little claw for now. See. Okay, so now let's go back to this layer. I'm gonna erase this stuff here. Need it. Actually, I need to go back here and erase these where they touch his mouth. It's a little weird. I'm gonna go and erase this. I'm not gonna give him a hook. Maybe you should just have it. I mean, yeah, they're bat wings. You know what? Put it back. I think he's gonna have these little hooks, claws for his wings. I think we'll add that in. So the design is still kind of adapting. Like that. All right, let's go back to here. So that's how that looks. But what I need to do is erase it. I don't want to erase it yet, even though it's hidden behind the blast. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Let's fix his eyes. Nope. Okay. Let's do a little bit of cleanup. All right. I'm gonna maybe sign out here. We'll wrap up the stream. We did good. We went like a solid 2 hours. So thanks for hanging with me for this long. I just want to touch that up. Just like that. Just erase a little bit of that. What's that? Erase. Yeah, I want to say thank you, everyone, for hanging with me this long. Appreciate. Let's do a quick recap and get a full view of the page. See how we did tonight. Go to a fit view, and we're getting there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is more complete than the page was when I started, which I don't have for reference, but might fix that here a bit. But yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I will probably next live stream we'll get into the next page most likely. But I'll keep you posted on that. Should be loaded soon by Wednesday. The next live stream should be Wednesday. Oh yeah, before Thanksgiving. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this and wish you all luck if you're working on your own projects. And I will see you in the next live stream. Let me just stop sharing. Let's see, did that work? That worked. Awesome. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Done? Is it done? Did it end? Did not end? Yeah.